it. Oh my God.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Disc Golf Examiner. Today we're bringing you coverage from the Dairy Queen Presents 25th Annual Brent Hambrick Memorial Open, sponsored by Discraft. This is an 8-tier event with $10,000 added cash, and you're watching the Final 9 video. Hopefully you've watched the other videos that we have out. There's a great feature card by Crew 42. Got to check it out. And here we are. Joining me today, we have Brad Schick.
Hey, Brian, how's it going?
Very well. And Tony Mo Rice.
How we doing, Brian?
Very good. I am really excited because we just saw the lead be taken away and then be given back. So we have about a 2-stroke difference now with 9 holes left. Can Nate catch Isaac? That is my big question.
Well, he did it once, but then he turned around and gave it right back. So it's, he had 1-stroke lead on the front for a minute, and then he gave 3 strokes in 2 holes. So it's going to be entertaining.
Don't count Presnell out. He's a fighter.
That's a good point. So let's jump onto the back 9 and get started. So again, we have a 2-stroke lead by Isaac. This is hole number 10. It's a low ceiling, 355-foot par 3. Really tough to get all the way back there, but with a little bit of power, a little bit of ground play here, just trying to skip right in here and then just kind of ride it back through. Definitely gettable, but one of the more challenging par 3s out here on the backside. You will see some throw from the turf here and some throw from the concrete. They had the option to do either because the concrete can get a little slippery at times. So
there's that yellow disc again.
Look at this guy.
It's so good.
I'm out of here.
Oh, yeah, I'm done. I'm not playing the same game.
That is a mid-range. I believe that's his M1.
Yeah, that is so good. I mean, this is not a simple hole. And then Tyler's coming right back to follow him with a great shot of his own. That's a good one. Hold that line. Oh,
yes. Nice
carry. Yeah, not bad. Not as friendly as he had hoped, maybe, but it's 3 good shots. A little pressure on Nate, especially after the double bogey on the 9th. So he's got to get moving here.
Yeah, that was a good correction off of last round. It was a little early. Oh yeah.
That was not a great roll backwards, though.
No. But it's definitely in his range, I would say. All these guys have a good look. Andrew's a threat from out here. It's definitely going to be a real good run.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's see if Tyler can keep that putter hot. He started to get it going at the end of that front 9. Oh.
Tell you what, he's hit metal on about every hole, it seems like, for birdie, but just can't get him to fall.
Nate's got a little tester here from just inside or just inside, it looks like. Yeah, what a putt.
Putt's a lot harder when your guy that's winning by 2 is about 1.5 feet away. So great concentration and really good comeback after that double bogey. So
yeah, he's got a look in his eye right now. He's ready to battle. You can tell. That's a good putt from Andrew. And the guy that threw first on the pad is the last one to tap out.
Such a good bro. Such a good drive. All right, moving on to hole 11. This is a new combo hole. We combined 2 holes to make it a par 5. You got 2 par 5s on the back, which makes it really quite a challenge. And so the drive is really crucial. It's low ceiling and you're kind of uphill. And the goal is to really land at about 300 feet. If you go further, great, but right around here is about 300 feet. and you have to be in the middle. If you get off line either left or right, you pretty much take birdie out of control, or out of play. And then your second shot, you're really trying to just cut this corner as much as you can to give yourself a look for the birdie. So right about here is about 240 feet left to the pin. You can go that left gap, you can go this right gap. And again, if you throw 3 really good shots, you're going to have a pretty simple birdie. You throw one bad one, you're pretty much giving up the possibility of the 4. So it just takes 3 really good shots and you get a birdie. It's just that easy.
Yeah, and lo and behold, the yellow disc comes back out.
Well, of course. And he throws it perfectly again.
He should just bag that disc. You're right.
And it rolls out perfect. It's like it knows what to do. So great shot by Isaac. Still putting the heat on Nate. Still a couple back. So Nate was the only eagle on this hole in the whole tournament that I know of. So he's probably coming up to this going, I got this.
This one's turning a little more than yesterday's. Oh, but it got a nice kick.
That was a good kick because that was not going to be a good spot. And it's not an eagle range. Like it's not far enough out there.
That's the birdie play. Kind of pushing that right side. It's not the end of the world if you end up over there, though.
Yeah.
Just like playing the old hole.
Yeah, as long as you get far enough through there, you're fine. That's turning as well. It's going to need a little help. Ugh.
That's early.
I think it got knocked down.
Yeah, this is where it can get tricky.
Yeah, this is where you almost say, do I give up and not try to take the birdie and just get my par, or do I try to get super aggressive, potentially get the birdie, but you bring in big numbers if you hit early. So that's really good play.
That's a really good shot. Awkward stance. I'm sure he's not happy, but that's still a good shot. Let's see, Nate's got that flippy Thunderbird in his hand again.
Wow. That is such a hard throw. I mean, he's super risky, but I guess, he doesn't have a lot of choice. If he's trying to win, he's got to go for it. So this is absolutely perfect.
We'll get by. Yeah, it got by.
Perfect.
Yes.
Easy birdie. Easy birdie from there. He's probably like 100, 120 feet away, tops.
That'll work.
Yeah. It was super cool. There's so many people in the gallery that were pretty new to the game and, had played but were new to tournament golf, and they were just amazed at how close they were able to get. I think they have been watching a lot of the coverage on TV, and they have the ropes, and they just, at some point, I think some people may have gotten a little too close, but they were just, I think, being that close to these guys and seeing them on Joe Mez and on Disc Golf, Network and those things, they had so much fun. So really exciting to see people out and about again. And this is not a shot you see every day.
Well, that's really good.
Unless you're Tyler.
Yeah, the old Spike Hyzers. Looks to be a zone out of Nate's hands. Yeah, probably just a little lofty. Yeah. Oh, did that hit the basket?
At the top of the basket and bounced straight backwards. He tried to eagle it twice. He had something to come to do with it.
I guess he did listen to me when I asked him to do it twice, so it's not real.
There you go.
He got the medal point, though, right?
Yeah, for sure. Oh, that would have been a really good. Was that first birdie? I think it was.
He's got a little work left, too, after that rollback. It's about 20 feet, 22 feet.
The way he's been putting, that should be a tap in for him.
Good one.
His putt has been pretty on all weekend. It's not rare that it's on. It's on pretty much all the time. But It was on point this weekend. That was a good putt by Tyler. Tyler's starting to creep up on Presnell now.
He is, you're right.
He's caught in 2. like
Just easiest can be there for Isaac.
looks like we got about 2 horses left in this race.
Yeah, they're running away with it. So this is another par 5. This is the 12th hole. We combined old hole 14 and hole A. And again, the drive is very important to be in the middle and trying to hit this gap right about here. A little short of it or a little long of it, and you should have a pretty easy birdie. But if you get off, your second shot, you're trying to land right about in here. This gives you about 220 or to 250 feet into the pin. So again, get your drive down the middle, get your second shot out the gap, and then you should have a relatively routine birdie. But it does fall away to the right pretty quick. If you watch round 2, you could see them fall off pretty fast to the right. So, I expect 4 birdies here personally. This is a pretty easy hole if you can throw straight, and these guys
unless
all
you do that.
Yeah, unless you do that, which I think that's the first time I've seen him not throw right down the middle.
Nate should be licking his chops right here. He can get a stroke back, maybe 2.
That's perfect.
Let's see if he marks that. Being on that route.
I would say no. That's perfect.
Skip up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, to the flat.
That is absolute money.
You can't ask for anything better than that.
That's like 50 feet or more past where Nate just landed, and Nate threw a really good shot.
Keep flipping. Andrew's going to be on the edge. He'll be able to get out to the open, I think.
He'll be fine.
All right, now let's see what Isaac does here. See if he takes his medicine. Or if he's
this is the thing I like about this hole, though. Both of the par 5s is if you do just get a little bit off the fairway, like his birdie's done. Like he's got no chance at birdie at this point unless something really crazy were to happen. Right now he's landing where their drives are, so he's a stroke back. There's really no way to make it up.
Oh, look at the hover. That'll work. It's a little far back, but he'll probably have to do some kind of forehand from there.
Yeah, it's not easy.
It's just chipping out to the open.
Perfect.
That looks,
That's what you want. Now he's probably looking at 225 or so in.
Yeah, putting a little pressure on here on Isaac. He's thrown 2. Isaac's thrown, this is 3?
Yeah.
It's a good shot, but he's still going to be out before Nate. So Nate gets to see what happens here. Tyler probably throwing his Raptor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Living on the edge, but we'll take it to 10 bounds.
Andrew's pretty far back. He's probably looking at 280, maybe more.
Right. Yeah. Slight turnover.
That road comes into play quick. It's got to sit.
That's
that's
really good.
Good shot. That's a really good recovery.
No wind there. These are shots Isaac's so good at. Just slightly turning his putters over to flat, and then they just bite.
The wind looked like it took that one pretty good, though. You should have thrown the yellow one. Throw the yellow.
Nate throwing a Luna here. Oh, this looks...
That's great.
Yep. So he's going to get at least 1 back. Maybe 2. We'll see.
Whoa, where is that going?
Nice tree.
Not sure what he was throwing. I'm really surprised. That looked like a fast disc, and surprised he didn't just throw like his putter right at it. Maybe the wind's blowing more than we think, because that should have been a pretty routine shot. He was probably only about 150 feet or 175 feet away, so a little bit of a miss there.
Isaac's got a little bit of work here. This is probably 25 feet, between 25 and 30 feet uphill. Oh,
wow.
So he's going to get 2. Nate's going to get 2 on him here. We're going to have a tie ball game.
I wonder if Isaac's feeling the pressure or what. I mean, it's such a rare miss. You almost wonder, like, is he nervous? I would love to interview him. Are you nervous? How are you feeling? Because he shows no signs of being nervous ever. Just
I'm
walks up,
sure.
bam.
I'm sure he's nervous.
Yeah.
He might be calm and cool, but inside there, everybody's nervous.
Even you?
Even me.
Dang.
You don't have the nerves. What fun is that?
All right. Well, we're back to a tie ball game. We're going back and forth. So this is hole 13, 385 foot, little bit uphill. It's a really challenging par 3. There used to be an OB line a little bit closer to the basket. This year, it's only the road. So you have people being a lot more aggressive, throwing rollers. There's all sorts of ways to get in there. Lots of big backhand shots, just really trying to hit that mouth. And then you're just kind of hoping for the best to get back in there as far as you can. So really a tough birdie, but one you just don't want to give up a bogey on. So Nate stole the box.
He's going back with that Thunderbird, the flippy. Looks, oh, no way. I just hit the telephone wire.
Yeah, it did. That's absurd.
Oh.
Wow. That's the silliest luck ever, because you literally just get the box and you hit a telephone wire that is, I don't know, a couple inches maybe tops.
Maybe. Oh, I'm sure Tyler walking up to the tee pads next thinking, please just don't hit the wire.
Yeah, that's a little bit on the backdoor side. He might have a putt for 2, actually, if he got in there. It's probably about 45, 50 feet, though.
Andrew, what's that, roller disc? He hit the wire too?
He did.
What is going on?
Wow.
And it kept rolling.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, Isaac's probably wondering, he just got tied up, and now Nate is out of bounds, and he's out of bounds really early. He's not going to be able to go up very far, which means a 385-foot hole, Nate is 330 feet away probably, throwing 3. So,
yeah, Isaac's got to be thinking, just get the par. Oh, this looks tough footing too. Looks like he's on the side of a little slope there.
he is. There's a slope there, and this is one where I would love to coach him and say, don't take your full meter or even a foot. He's completely on edge there on the side slope. So,
all right, he's got a very overstable Raptor right here.
oh wow,
That was really good footwork.
what a shot!
Wow, inside circle. Still gonna have some work to do with those trees that are all right by the basket, but that's step one of saving your bogey.
Yeah, that shot was one of the hardest shots he's thrown the whole day. I mean, that was and the timing of it was even more crucial. Not a lot of holes left. Isaac doesn't make a lot of mistakes, so
It's really coming down to the wire.
yeah.
Pun intended.
I missed that. Sorry, I'm slow.
That one might hurt Nate when you said that. Could be a big birdie for Andrew right here.
Get it.
Oh.
I mean, this is where you start to think, like, maybe this isn't my tournament. Like, I'm hitting a wire and kicking out of bounds. Like, he's got to refocus and just somehow get this putt in the basket.
Maybe that's what he was doing right there.
Yeah, I think so.
He's waiting for the wind there, actually.
Oh. 30 seconds, Nate. Your time is up. Whoa, nice putt. What a putt.
So big.
That is huge.
Losing one's not the end of the world. Losing 2 with 4 or 5 left is a lot harder to overcome. So
yeah, losing 1 mentally, you can battle back through it, but losing 2, like you said, mentally, it takes a toll.
Especially when it's like he gets the lead, and Isaac just says, "Nope." Did you like it? Because you're not keeping it.
He's just giving him taste of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, here it is. Nope. Good putt by Tyler there. Isaac is taking solo lead again. Every time Nate seems to catch him, Isaac next hole gets it right back or ties it up.
We're going off to hole 14, and this is a short tee. There's a Mando left on the telephone pole that we're crossing right about now, so you have to go to the right, and we tuck this in a little bit into the woods, so in years past, this hole used to just be out in the open. This is cut off to the right, plays, you know, all of the 280, maybe a little less. Really good hole. You feel like you should get it, but you'd be amazed at how many people do not get it. It's one of the shorter holes on the course, but it's really, really challenging to kind of get that angle and that skip right.
A little inside by Tyler there, but
Got through a lot of it.
Yeah. Got a nice little skip forward. Yeah, that wind just smacked that disc. So much it's making Isaac throw a forehand.
Oh.
Interesting.
Door open.
He went backhand the first 2 rounds and then forehand the last round.
Well, they were unsuccessful backhands too, so I think he figured, what do I have to lose? And Nate does not take advantage.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if Nate ran that putt, though. He's an aggressive putter.
There was no layup there.
No. I should say they're all aggressive putters, so this is, yeah, that looked more like a layup. Half go.
Yeah, Presnell's got to be careful. Tyler coming sniping from the back too.
A little lofty there, that wind. Ooh, little tester coming back. No. I know this putt probably doesn't really bother Tyler that much because he's all high up. But that branch is just perfect to mess with people's swing.
That was a great putt. That was probably 40 feet at least.
It's a big putt here for Nate. So he's got a gap between these 2 trees. Yep.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, those start to get a little more stressful each time you have it. And he's had some big saves. I mean, a couple of these putts, I mean, where Isaac's either parked or he's, you know, trying to save it from giving up another stroke. I mean, he's had 3 out of the last 4 holes. He's had to make some huge putts. So putting is key.
Yep. That will keep you in tournaments for sure.
One birdie on that hole. That, I mean, it just goes to show you it seems so easy, but it's really not. So off to 15, Isaac still got a 1 throw advantage at this point. This tee pad, long tee 15, you have to throw about 200-ish feet to get through this first gap, but it's really, I mean, the gap is very small. It's very precise. You have to hit right here, something a little bit stable, and then just get to this gap and just let it just kind of dump off to the left. There's not a lot of other ways to throw it. You can't, you know, in the past we would go really high and kind of spike down, but it's not the play anymore. So there's maybe an overstable mid or overstable fairway. The wind is usually howling on this hole too, so it makes it even that much more challenging. So Tyler's throwing a captain's raptor, so very overstable.
That looks good.
Yeah.
Oh, circle 2.
Yeah. In range for sure, though.
Yep. Just a little outside there.
Yeah, easy par, but he's not playing for par, I can assure you.
That's a stable disc.
Wow.
Gee.
A nice little kiss off the tree there. That's a circle's edge putt. See if Nate can put a little pressure on that putt for him. Oh.
That's bad.
Okay, it's not as bad as I thought.
I believe he hit that trash can, if I remember correctly, someone saying, and this is not an easy shot because the wind is just really tough. So sit down. There you go.
And I can guarantee you he didn't practice that shot.
Yeah, I promise you. That's another 30-footer to save the par. So another stressful putt. He's putting himself in some tough situations.
Oh, that's a big putt.
Tyler.
That's a huge putt for Tyler.
Yep. Well, he just tied up Andrew, like
And there was, if I remember correctly, there was a couple guys off of Chase Card that were putting together some hot rounds. I think Corey Ellis was coming up hot, and Bradley Williams was coming up hot.
Did you
If I remember correctly.
Did you just see that putt by Isaac?
The casual 35-footer that
casual.
I just looked it over just because it was so casual that it was a birdie.
Well, he just took a 2-stroke lead, and Tate has to make this. There you go.
Yes.
Man,
It's big.
those putts, I cannot say it enough. Those are stressful. He's only got 3 holes left.
3 holes and down 2. Still doable.
I would consider 18 pretty much a guaranteed birdie for most of these guys. So he's got to feel like he's got to birdie out to have a chance. So here we are, hole 16, 318 feet. Very straight shot. If you're throwing the backhand, you're kind of just throwing a straight mid or straight putter. A lot of people will throw sidearm, just kind of throw something a little more overstable, just pop it right down the middle and let it fall off to the right. There's really not that much more to it. You don't want to get caught up early. If you overturn something early, you can absolutely get into trouble and bring bogey into play. But this one is just exactly what you see. Throw it straight, slow turn, or throw the sidearm. Hit your line.
Tyler's got the box.
It looks great.
I like it.
Yeah,
Go in.
Tyler.
Wow.
Ooh. What a shot.
That is clutch. Putting the heat on Presnell again,
Yeah.
That could have been in. That was like 2 feet off, maybe.
A little early again for Isaac on this hole.
That's trouble. Not trouble, but tough birdie.
Yes. Leaving the door a little bit cracked for Nate.
That looks good.
Yeah, that.
I like that late flip.
Oh, man. Just a little early, I think.
Now here's a big shot for Nate. Needs to put this one close. Oh, hung on.
Oh,
Oh,
my
okay.
goodness.
Great.
That's what he needed to do. Would have been nice if it went in for him, but I guess he'll take the birdie on it.
Yeah.
Oh, just casual 60-footer stepping out, hitting cage. Good effort by Andrew there.
Tyler coming in hot. That's, I want to say, like 4 or 5 in a row. I can't remember.
Yeah. So we're back to a 1-stroke ball game. On hole 17. Andrew should make this. Yep. It's a good putt.
Very nice.
Tyler's going to jump in now.
I think that's 3 in a row for Tyler. I'm trying to think back. He did miss
Well,
that 3. Yeah, that long part. Tough.
Yeah, but other than that, he's been.
So yeah, 1 stroke par 4. This 17th hole is a new addition. It's a long tee. It's about 100 plus, a little over 100 feet back of the original tee pad, and it is. If you get down the middle for the first 280 to 300 feet, you're fine. It's a really simple birdie. If you get caught up early, you can pretty much kiss the birdie goodbye, and you're likely going to be in some trouble where you're just pitching out. So, chance for eagle, chance for bogey, chance for double bogey. I think this edition brings in a new perspective of a scoring spread that just wasn't there in years past, because 18 is pretty basic, right? Like, it's a 600-foot par 4. These guys have to navigate this hole to have a chance to get across the finish line. So, interested to see what happens.
Yeah, this is definitely a good addition, especially last round, this tight of a race. Kind of get to see what happens here.
Oh, that was very friendly.
What a shot. All right, it's a big shot for Nate here.
Put the pressure on. You're up first.
Oh,
Get there.
ow, ouch.
That was so close to perfect.
It was a little high, but the line looked absolutely good. Isaac's got to be thinking, just get it down the fairway.
Throw the yellow. Throw the yellow. Nope. That's bad news.
That's trouble. Oh, yes.
So good.
Do it.
Oh, yes.
Wow, that's how you get an eagle right there. That's going to be a long putt, but it's
He's
doable.
just outside the circle on that.
That's the best drive I've seen on that hole.
All
Does
right.
Isaac even have anything, or is he just pitching out? I don't think he's going to have much of anything other than a.
It looks like a wall. So I'm pretty sure what he did was he walked up to see what Nate's lie was like, and then look where the basket is and see where he had to pitch out that would help him. So that was a good pitch. Didn't roll down into those thorns. Now he's just got to execute here.
That's pretty.
Yeah. That's a little unlucky there.
Yeah, it was.
But he'll have a look at it. So now he's putting pressure back on Nate. Nate's got an opportunity here. So he's forehanding his meteor here. So this is a really touchy shot. Wow. What control.
Yeah.
Come on.
What control. That is perfect.
That's a lot of practice right there. That is can't emphasize enough how challenging that shot is with the wind. I mean, if that thing flutters at all or turns over a little early, it could just cut roll right into the road. So.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he threw an understable disc on a forehand on an Hyzer, which held and didn't roll with the wind. Like, that's a lot of touch right there with the forehand.
We'll talk about putting the pressure now on Isaac. He's got a putt for par that he has to make, which
And he does.
he
Not
does.
surprising.
But that's a scary one.
Yeah.
What a battle!
Back and forth.
Thanks for letting me be a part of this, Brian.
Yeah.
Hey, I got to bring the two local experts that know everything about this course.
Good birdie there for Prez. That would have been a great eagle. He and Tyler are going back and forth and back and forth.
There we go.
Yeah, Nate.
Hole 18. That's good birdie. All right. Yep.
Yeah. This is it. Yeah, we're back to tied.
Yeah.
We've got
18.
the famous 18. Pretty wide open. Not a lot of trouble off the start here for these guys especially. You got OB in the tall grass all the way down, and it actually extends this year all the way to the road, so it used to just kind of stop at that last tree. We also have OB on the right. Typically was the road, but we brought it in about 2 or 3 feet this year to make it a little skinnier. There is OB behind the basket, also off the road, quite a bit more than 2 or 3 feet. So brings a little bit of fear up into the upshot, but these guys throw so far. I don't foresee them having a lot of challenges on this hole to begin with. So we'll just watch some big bombs, probably about 250-foot approaches, and see where it leaves them.
Yeah. The only thing I'll bring up is let's make sure Isaac keeps it in bounds today. Yesterday he threw out of bounds off the tee, so
That's a good
got to
point.
be playing in his head a little bit there.
That's a good point.
So Nate's been pretty consistent on this drive with a little Hyzer flip of a force. Kind of ride the right OB and land in the middle of the fairway.
Nate needs to watch out for those telephone wires too, right there.
Yeah, well, when you're Nate, I guess you have to look out for wires that are out to get you.
That's a good shot.
He's bringing in that. Oh, yeah.
Pretty much a stock Hyzer for these guys, you know, at the 400-foot range.
Oh, Wynn's doing some funky things. Off the.
Oh,
Whoa.
wow. Oh my gosh.
Did it hit the stake?
I think it hit the flag, yeah.
Oh.
That would have been insane.
All right, we got Tyler up.
Gotta sit. Okay.
A little testy there with that elevation and that wind.
Breeze. It's super breezy out too. Oh, that started off a little scary, but that's circle's edge.
Yeah. I think Andrew has to make this putt to tie for 5th place, if I remember correctly. So Tyler's battling for 4th place, I believe.
Big
And
shot there for Nate.
Corey was in 3rd place at this point.
Yeah, you're right. All the pressure back on Isaac. Nate's sitting tight in there for birdie. Oh, that looks really good.
Yep. Are we talking about playoffs?
Sure seems that way.
All right. Well,
Nate's got a little 12-footer, I think. There you go.
Yeah. That's a good putt.
A lot easier to drive home with that putt versus, like, you know, an air ball or something and giving up another spot. So
Yeah.
Tyler needs this for solo 4th.
Yes.
Tyler.
Well done. Good comeback after that start. It was pretty shaky, but he went on a hot birdie run at the end.
Battled through it. Nate needs this to take the lead for a split second.
Well done.
I think we're on the clock now. He's officially led the tournament for a minute and a half,
Yeah, Isaac.
and now we're tied again.
So the playoff, I wasn't sure what they were actually going to do. The playoff actually went back to hole 1, and they were just going to loop until it was over. So hole 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 until it's over. So quick addition of the scores. And
I believe, did they choose who teed off was off hot round?
yeah, I forget what the rule is. Presnell actually said that there was a new rule about switching the order. I think maybe hot round went first, and then the new rule says that you alternate holes after that, which I had never heard before. So back to hole 1, and I believe, I forget who actually went first. I don't even remember. I guess we'll see in a second. But this is the same holes we just played, hole 1. If you remember, it was Isaac throwing backhand, which is much more challenging, and Nate's been throwing the sidearm. So, you know, hopefully Isaac can correct a little bit.
So I think, if I remember correctly, Isaac goes first because I think Nate won and wanted Isaac to go first.
Okay. Oh, interesting. That's a weird strategy. I like to put the pressure on somebody.
Yeah, but you can get a win read off them if you let somebody go first. So.
That's way early.
Oh, and it caught that tree. That's going to be tough.
Yeah.
At least for a birdie look there.
Better than being way right in the woods, but the wind was definitely howling, so there was a storm rolling in.
It goes with the forehand. Looks exactly like his other one. Oh, I got the skip.
That looks really good.
Yeah. all the pressure is on Isaac now. That's a good bid. Yeah, I think I see Nate's next to the
I
basket.
think the camera guy just found it too. Wow. Well, that kind of sums that up.
Yep, that is gonna be it. What a battle.
First A-tier win for Nate, huh? That was his first?
Yes, that's his, I believe, his second win of the year, but definitely his first A-tier win.
I love Isaac too. Like, Nate's going in for the handshake, and Isaac's like, "Let me just hug you, bud." Like, that's quite an accomplishment.
That's Isaac, man. Isaac's a great competitor and even better person. So.
You could tell he almost looked like he wanted to cry, and I'm sure those emotions are running through. Go hug your girlfriend. Hurry. Not everyone else. Yeah. There you go. Smart man.
Yeah. I think he was shaking.
Coming out, and he's going to do our trophy presentation for our MPO winner.
Thank you, Christy. All right, guys. Well, this is the Brent Hambrick Memorial 2022 Professional Men's with Nate Hecker, the winner.
Well, I'd like to thank my sponsors, Hazy Shade, Dryv Bags, Greazy Dyes, High Point Hyzers. They've been with me since day one, so this means a lot. This means a lot. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Well done. Well done, young man. He'll never forget that one. That's, getting that first big one like that is such a good feeling, and you can tell he just has the relief. It's just, you don't know what to do at that point, so.
And I'll tell you what, this was just a fantastic tournament to cover, Brad. So many ups and downs for the card, but I will say, man, Isaac is really something special. And it was really great to see Nate step up and get this win. But that's going to do it for our coverage of the 2022 Brent Hambrick Memorial Open, presented by Dairy Queen and sponsored by Discraft. I want to say a very special thank you to all the sponsors who came together and made this event possible and our coverage possible. Thank you guys so much. Special thank you to the TDs, Christy Moore, Assistant TD, Corey Clark, and everybody else who made this really possible. There's a tremendous amount of helpers out there. I know we saw spotters all over the place. So anything else you guys would like to add?
No, I would just add thank you and your team for coming out and turning this coverage around so quickly. You guys have always been super supportive of us, and can't thank you enough for always making the trip over from Pittsburgh. So appreciate you, Brian.
Thanks,
appreciate you guys making the trip.
Yeah, thanks, guys. We really appreciate that. And thank you for joining us, because, really, I think you guys did a fantastic job with commentary as well. So, and congratulations to you, Brad, because you were the MP40 winner at the Brent Hambrick.
I got to play with the kids next year, maybe. We'll see.
What is that? Is that 2 years in a row, Brad?
Yeah, it's 2 in a row.
Those old guys are starting to get mad at you.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for our coverage. I want you to have a great day, and until next time, keep banging those chains.